In today's news, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force makes several breakthroughs throughout the weekend. Premier Wheatley confident in securing that $100 million loan. Meteorologist stresses preparedness as the hurricane season has already commenced. And ASHA HYNDMAN is Miss Teen BVI 2024. Well, viewers, these stories when 284 News return.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. No. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Welcome viewers to the Monday, June 3rd edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Leading today's news, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has uncovered a series of large-scale cannabis fields during their investigation into a recent attempted armed robbery on Virgin Gorda. Well, the incident, which occurred at Leverett Bay Resort on Sunday, May 26, 2024, prompted police to execute several search warrants and multiple properties believed to be connected to the crime. As part of their investigation, police arrested 2 individuals and seized items of evidential value. During one of the searches, evidence was found linking a person of interest to extensive cannabis cultivation on the island. This discovery led officers to an area known as the Camp, where they found and uprooted approximately 3,500 fully grown cannabis plants and destroyed around 4,000 seedlings and seized various farming tools. Police said this significant disruption to the activities of those believed to be involved in the attempted robbery underscores its commitment to tackling illegal activities on Virgin Gorda. But the operations, which continued into Saturday, June 1st, 2024, resulted in the arrest of an additional individual for questioning. All persons arrested have been interviewed and subsequently released from custody pending further investigation. Well, in more crime news, a 23-year-old man has been charged following a violent disturbance involving a machete outside a popular nightclub in Longbush. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force identified the suspect as Chavoy Descent of Josiah's Bay. Well, Descent has been charged with causing grievous bodily harm with intent and armed with an offensive weapon. The incident occurred shortly after midnight on June 1st, 2024. According to police reports, officers responded to a call about a disturbance and found that an altercation had taken place between 2 men. During the confrontation, one of the men armed with a machete injured the other. Well, the injured man was rushed to the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery. He is currently in stable but serious condition. And Chavoy Descent remains in custody pending his appearance at the Magistrates Court. Well, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force continues to investigate the incident and urges anyone with information to come forward. And last Friday, 3 fishermen were charged following a significant drug bust the previous day, which led to the seizure of more than $34 million worth of cocaine. The individuals charged are 40-year-old Julio Cabrera Martinez, 55-year-old Thomas Balbino Acosta, and 62-year-old Remedio de los Santos. The trio faces charges of possession of a controlled drug, and possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply. The charges stem from a joint operation conducted by the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force Marine Unit and U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. According to the police, the operation took place on Monday, May 30th after 11 p.m., where officers intercepted a suspicious vessel. A thorough search of the vessel uncovered multiple packages believed to contain cocaine with an estimated street value of exceeding $34 million. Moving on, viewers, Premier Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honourable Natalia Wheatley, has expressed confidence that his government is on the verge of securing a loan of approximately $100 million to address the Virgin Islands' infrastructure needs. Premier Wheatley made this announcement during a press conference last Friday in response to questions from a local journalist. The journalist questioned why banks would lend such a substantial amount to the Virgin Islands government, given its history of poorly executed infrastructural projects, specifically citing the stalled road rehabilitation project in front of the government house. Premier Wheatley assured residents that the issues with the current project would soon be resolved and that the anticipated loan would address similar infrastructural issues across the British Virgin Islands.
Close to $30,000 gone down the drain. An indication that bad work was carried out. Why should the banks lend you this money and they squandered close to $40,000 in that piece of road in infrastructure down at Queen Elizabeth Park?
It seems as though you're using it as an opportunity, that question as an opportunity to bring attention to that road down there. I have great confidence that the Minister of Communications and Works and his team will rectify that road. Whatever took place there that, didn't work out, these things happen. We just have to learn from them, fix it and move on, because just complaining about it is not going to help. And actually not seeking a $100 million loan, what's that going to do? That's just going to allow the rest of the territory to continue to suffer under very poor infrastructure. So I'm about moving forward. We understand what happened in the past. There's nothing we can do to change that now. Let's get this $100 million loan and let's get our roads fixed. This is what the people of the territory telling me. We want the roads fixed, and we're gonna get it done.
Premier Wheatley first announced his intention to borrow upwards of $100 million in November 2023. This announcement followed the news that the United Kingdom's loan guarantee of $426 million was no longer available to the BVI government, raising concerns among residents about how the territory would finance its rehabilitation efforts. But during the November announcement, Dr. Wheatley mentioned that discussions were ongoing with UK officials to secure the best terms and conditions for borrowing. His latest statement suggests that these negotiations may be nearing completion. Viewers, as the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season gets underway, meteorologist Andrew Jackson is emphasizing the importance of preparedness over fear, despite a grim outlook for the coming months. In a recent interview with 284 Media's Jackal Wooden, Jackson delved into the reasons behind the concerning forecast and the challenges it presents compared to last year's season. Jackson highlighted the active forecast for this year and explained why it has raised concerns among experts in the field.
Now is a good time to transition that fear, that being worried, into being ready. We do expect an active season. The National Hurricane Center has predicted between 17 to 25 named storms, 8 to 13 that could become hurricanes, and 4 to 7 that could become major hurricanes. To also add to that, there are 23 other agencies that actually had forecasts, and they are all predicting to have over the average amount of hurricanes. Now you ask the question, what does active mean? It usually would have to be measured against something, and that would have been an average for a period of years, and that average is usually, for a year like this, it would have been 14 named systems, 7 hurricanes, 3 that could become major hurricanes. Now let us go back to the NHC forecast. 17 to 25, that's a lot. However, I will keep reiterating, let us be ready. Now is the good, or rather the best time for us to do all this that we need to get done.
Jackson also pointed out that the driving factors behind this year's hurricane season pose significant challenges when compared to the previous year.
The difference between this year and last year are the driving factors. Last year we had El Nino and the warm sea surface temperatures, and there was a bit of a toss-up between whether it was going to be near normal, above average, and that was mainly because the factors were acting against each other. Now this year, the factors will be working together because the driving factors this year are mainly the La Nina and the same sea surface temperatures that are abnormally high. Mm-hmm. And the sea surface temperatures actually provide that fuel that the hurricanes or the storms or the depression or whatever system it might be to develop. And the thing about it is these oceans have been warming up for a while. So the heat is not just at the surface, it goes deep. And what that means is that when a hurricane or a system passes, even if it churns up the water that's at the surface, it still has more warmth. And that is a call for concern because that could lead to the whole rapid intensification. And I think that is what a case that happened with Irma. Irma kind of just blew up in a short period of time.
Well, he also urged members of the public to use this time wisely and take the necessary steps to ensure they are ready for whatever the season may bring. The meteorologist's call for preparedness comes as the region braces for what could be particularly active and a potentially dangerous hurricane season. But by taking proactive measures and staying informed, communities can better navigate the challenges that may lie ahead. But that full interview with Andrew Jackson, and Director of the Department of Disaster Management, Jason Penn, is now available on all 284 media platforms. Well, viewers, up next, more news from across the territory.
Hi, my name is Judy, VYBZ Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health. First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VYBZ. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Patch Point, Virgin Gorda, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vymotors.com.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come. Yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, forget that.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, viewers. On Saturday, June 1st, 2024, contestant number 1, ASHA HYNDMAN, emerged as the winner of the 2024 Miss Teen BVI pageant held at the Multipurpose Sports Complex. 19-year-old HYNDMAN took home awards for Miss Intellect, Best Evening Wear, Best Shiro, Most Photogenic, and Best Poise. We'll take a look at the crowning moment.
You see that? The sisterly bond. I love it. I love it. Ooh, beautiful, ladies. Now, audience, please do not rush the stage. We have to capture the moment with our photographers, so please do not rush the stage.
So, audience, we will be calling the queen. So, automatically, whoever name is not called, they will be the first runner-up. All right, are we ready for this moment? Ladies, how are you feeling? You good? Soak it in, soak it in. Ladies and gentlemen, your Miss Teen
BVI
2024 goes to contestant number 1.
They not like us. 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 You think the thing that let you disrespect pop? I think the open show will be your last stop. They call foul. I don't know why you still continue. What is the owl?
We would like to congratulate all 3 of our beautiful young.
Our first runner-up was contestant number 2, Tia Herbert, who won Best Talent and Miss Popularity Awards, and contestant number 3, Ariel Stewart, received Miss Congeniality, where each contestant depicted a local shiro as well as chose varying platforms for which they would raise awareness as queen.
Let's get this party started.
Her journey to cultural greatness began professionally as an educator after concluding her studies at Florida International University in tourism promotions. Being a true woman of the soil, she returned to BVI and served as an educator from 1959 to 65. She was an instrumental part of the foundation movement that would work towards the establishment of the Hamilton Lavity Stout College. Most recently, My Shiro had an auditorium at this institution named in her honor. Yearning to do more in her community, My Shiro decided to pursue a career in politics. A few setbacks did not deter this steadfast young woman, and her fourth run for political office was the charm. She was elected to the House of Assembly of the British Virgin Islands. She held the selected distinction of becoming the second female to be elected as a parliamentarian. Her unwavering dedication to seeing her home develop and prosper allowed her to become the first woman appointed in 1997 as the Minister of Health, Education, and Welfare. From being a part of the selection team of our official territory's dress, fabric, music, and song, My Shiro has certainly left a stamp of everlasting BVI pride. She served as the cultural officer from 1984 to 89. She founded the Community Singer and the BVI Heritage Dance Company. She also chaired the BVI's Festival Committee from 1975 to 1983. Her contributions are so renowned. She received the prestigious title of OBE, Order of the British Empire in Queen Elizabeth II.
Our first runner-up, Tia Herbert, chose Virgin Islands Olympian Chanta Malone as her shiro.
Is an Olympian. She is a Pan American Games winner. She is a NACAC silver medalist. She is a CAC Games winner. She is Chantal Malone. We celebrate all of her accomplishments in this costume entitled BVI Citius Altius Fortius Celebration. She has run faster. She has jumped higher. She has gotten stronger. And for this, we celebrate you. This costume showcases feathers to celebrate Chantel's contributions to the territory as she bears this territory's flag on every podium she has stepped on. On her head, Tia is adorned with the crown of long jump spikes with wings as a nod to her flight to the sandpit in many international competitions. The bodice of this gown represents the national athletic wear of the territory that Chantel has gracefully worn to every competition. The back piece celebrates Chantel's contribution to the Olympic Games thus far. We cannot celebrate her without showcasing her accomplishments in the form of medals, which are draped at the shoulders and neck.
The winner ASHA HYNDMAN's platform was Looking Good Eye Care Education for All and will seek to raise awareness on the importance of eye care. For the 2024 Miss Teen BVI, ASHA HYNDMAN is expected to represent the BVI at a regional and international pageant. Well, on Friday, May 31st, 2024, Honorable Myron Walwyn and the District 6 Committee presented keys to the district to various stalwart businesses who have contributed to the fabric of the district. The honorees included Mrs. Muriel Ham of Stonehaven Restaurant, Mr. Rowan Martin of Martin's Grocery, Mrs. Mariette Foy of Mariette's Restaurant, Mrs. Enid Pickering of Beach Club Terrace, Mr. Kenneth Freeman of Freeman Laundry, Mr. Alan Bruley of Bruley's Superette, and Pastors Mackenzie Maduro of Sunbeam Superette. Ms. Dorinda Ham, Secretary of the Nomination Committee, welcomed attendees and spoke about the value in the honorees' contribution. Walwyn District 6 representative stated his pleasure in being able to honor the honorees while providing insight into the process of selection.
And I want to thank the honorees so very much for allowing us to recognize you for what you have done, not just for the District 6 community, but also for the entire Virgin Islands. We live in a time now where we seem to only wait until somebody passes to say good things about them and put all the flowers on their coffin when they can't see anything. And I'm so very glad today that we are able to give flowers and give recognition to those persons who are the stalwarts of our community in the District 6 and entire Virgin Islands. Now, this initiative is part of an overall recognition program that we'll be doing over the next couple of years. We just started off first with businesses and, of course, recognizing the businesses through the owners of those businesses. And, of course, there's spouses who are working along with them to develop those enterprises. What we did is that we put a committee together of 3 persons, and the committee members are here, and I want to ask them to stand as I call their names, and their friend, Mr. Ian Harrington, and Mr. Kenneth Ford. And of course, the secretary for the committee is Ms. Dorinda Ham. Please stand as well. We want to make sure that the choices were independent choices, free and clear of any influence at all. In a very short space of time, they went out and did their research in the communities, talking to people, talking to elderly persons who would know the history of the district very well, and they were able to come up with a list of persons. I know it was very, very difficult for them to come down and choose the persons that they chose because it was extremely competitive.
Mrs. Mariette Foy presented the honorees' response, thanking the public for the recognition. Premier of the Virgin Islands, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Whitley, was also present and spoke on how happy he was to see such an event taking place.
So I want to congratulate and applaud District 6 representative. Don't mind me on the opposite sides. We together. Yeah, we together. And I'm going to give that jacket. This is a wonderful initiative to honor the residents and long-standing contributors to District 6. And I'm looking forward to it continuing. And I'm looking forward to this spreading out through all the districts. Honorable Walwyn has been a trailblazer throughout his life. So we hope that something like this catches on throughout all the districts, and we continue to honor the contributions of those persons who have dedicated themselves to the uplift of their community. God bless all of you.
Viewers, for the full program, the live coverage is available on 284 Media's Facebook page. Well, up next, the Ministry of Health issues warning to the youth regarding tobacco use, and Jamaican dancehall artist VYBZ KARTEL and co-accused to remain in custody.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 6. Introducing Sheldon Frett, actor, film producer, writer. Daylon Vantapool, entrepreneur. Terrence Neal, creative director. Chad George, entrepreneur. Humphrey Liu, financial services professional. Jamali DJ Molly Thomas, sales manager. Kai DeCastro, entrepreneur. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, journalist. St. Clair Steady Fleming, entrepreneur. Devon Cowell, brand specialist. Robert Green, footballer. And Rick S.S. Grant, author, The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, coming June 5th, exclusively on 284 Media, inspiring a generation of greatness.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The Ministry of Health and Social Development in the Virgin Islands is observing World Tobacco Day by joining the global fight to protect young people from the tobacco industry. The day serves as a platform for governments worldwide to shield youth from the predatory marketing tactics employed by the tobacco industry. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Ronald Georges warned that e-cigarettes, vapes, and electronic nicotine delivery systems pose significant health risks to young people. He said these products contain addictive nicotine and an array of toxic chemicals similar to those found in cigarettes. He also emphasized that tobacco products significantly increase the risk of various cancers, chronic lung diseases, vascular disease, diabetes, and poor oral health. Dr. Georges further noted that long-term use of e-cigarettes and other smoking alternatives has been linked to brain and heart disorders. The ministry also reminded residents that smoking in public places is unlawful according to the Tobacco Products Control Act 2006. The regulations stipulate a fine of $50 for anyone smoking tobacco or holding lighted tobacco within 30 feet of entrances, exits, or open windows of offices, public areas, elevators, stairways, and restrooms within buildings. But this stipulation also applies to health institutions, educational institutions, sports facilities, restaurants, bars, nightclubs, rented event facilities, premises where children are cared for, public beaches, and any other facilities. Dr. Georges encouraged the community to obey the law, refrain from smoking in public places, and advised youth not to be drawn into the trends or fads of e-cigarettes and vapes. And moving on to our final story, where dancehall artist VYBZ KARTEL and his 3 co-accused will continue to serve time behind bars following a ruling by Judge Andrea Thomas on their habeas corpus application. The decision was announced on Thursday after the defense and prosecution concluded their arguments in court the previous day. In her ruling, Judge Thomas emphasized that as long as the possibility of a retrial looms, the murder charge against the accused remains valid. She said, and I quote, "I find that their present custodial status is not in breach of the Constitution." The habeas corpus application filed by lawyers representing KARTEL and 2 of his co-accused on Monday, May 14th, sought their release. The application aimed to secure the release of KARTEL, Sean Storm Campbell, and Andre St. John. However, the fourth co-accused, Kahira Jones, is currently involved in a separate legal matter. The application followed the Privy Council's decision on March 14th to quash the convictions of KARTEL and his co-accused for the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams. The case was referred back to Jamaica's appeal court to determine the necessity of a retrial. Since the Privy Council's ruling, VYBZ KARTEL has remained incarcerated. Starting June 10th, the Court of Appeal will engage in a 5-day process to determine whether a retrial is warranted for VYBZ KARTEL and his co-accused. Well, viewers, before we sign off, after this newscast, we will be airing a special feature on a recent tour of the soon-to-be completed Humane Society Animal Shelter at their new location at Josiah's Bay. Well, Towit Media had the pleasure of interviewing shelter manager VYBZ, who provided an in-depth look into the facility, which is under construction. Viewers, that feature will be aired at 8 p.m. on all Towit Media platforms. Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and on our WhatsApp channel, as well as to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.